Imagine this. You walk into two different nail spas on the same day. In the first one, everything about hygiene happens in secret. Tools disappear to a back room, you hear some running water, maybe a drawer closes, and that's it. You just have to trust that it's clean. Now, the second spa, you see fresh tools being unwrapped in front of you, there's a simple hygiene checklist framed at each station, and the tech calmly walks you through how they keep you safe. Same service, same price, but tell me, which one are you recommending to your best friend?
Oh, that second spa wins every single time. As a client, when I can see what you're doing to keep me safe, I relax. I stop scanning the room and thinking, when was that last cleaned? And I start thinking, wow, I cannot wait to show off these nails. That shift is huge.
Exactly. Here's the thing. Most nail pros care deeply about hygiene, but it lives in their heads, not in a clear system. And when it's only in your head, it's fragile. It's harder to train, it slips on busy days, and clients can't see it. So today, we're going to build your biosecurity blueprint, a simple, step-by-step hygiene flow that's easy to follow, easy to train, and easy to show off. Let's dive in and walk through 5 parts. First, why we're clean isn't enough anymore. Second, how to turn hygiene into a mapped-out system. Third, light tech tools that keep everyone consistent without feeling policed. Fourth, how to make cleanliness part of your brand story. And then we'll wrap with one small action you can complete today that will instantly level up trust at every station.
And I'll jump in with how this all feels from the client side, what actually builds trust, and what low-key freaks people out, even if they never say it out loud.
All right. Segment 1. Redefining hygiene as a business system, not just a promise. If I ask most spa owners, "Are you clean?" they say, "Of course, absolutely." But when I follow up with, "Show me your written hygiene steps for before, during, and after each service," things get a lot more quiet.
Real talk. As a client, I notice when there's no visible system. If I see random bottles everywhere, no clear labeling, or tools just tossed in the drawers, my brain goes, do they really do things the same way every time? Or is this just vibes? Even if the tech is actually very careful, chaos looks unsafe.
Yes, and here's an important mindset shift. Tightening up hygiene systems does not mean you were doing it wrong before. It means you're turning your standards into something that's repeatable, trainable, and visible. You're evolving from, "I'm a clean tech," to, "We run a clean system." That's a big step up in business maturity. Because when hygiene is a business system, a few things happen. Your training gets easier, your quality stays consistent even when you're busy or onboarding new team members, and your reputation becomes quieter but stronger because clients feel safe without you having to constantly convince them.
And honestly, when I see a spa with obvious, consistent hygiene routines, my first thought is, if they care this much about the things I can see, imagine how careful they are with the things I can't see. That's how trust works.
Segment 2. Let's build your biosecurity blueprint. Think of each service as a little movie with 3 acts: before the client sits down, during the service, and after they leave. Your hygiene blueprint is just listing the key checkpoints in each act. Start with the before phase. Ask yourself, what must be true at the station before a client even walks over? For example, tools are either in a closed, disinfected container or sealed pouch. The surface is wiped with the proper disinfectant and dry. Single-use items are set out: files, buffers, orangewood sticks, ready to be used once and tossed. Towels are fresh, and your products are clean, labeled, and not crusted over.
When I sit down and see that setup, fresh towel, neatly laid out tools, nothing sticky or suspicious, I immediately breathe a little deeper. I love this feeling of, okay, they were expecting me and they prepared for me. It's a small hospitality moment and a hygiene moment at the same time.
Now, the during phase. This is where tiny habits matter. Think about your checkpoints here. Washing or sanitizing hands in front of the client, not just somewhere in the back. Wearing gloves if it fits your service and brand. Never double dipping into product containers that touch skin. Not reusing single-use files or buffers. And if something drops on the floor, it's done. It does not come back to the station.
Please, the floor thing. The moment a tool hits the floor and someone just gives it a little shake and keeps working, my brain is screaming while my mouth is smiling. That felt wonderful? No, that felt stressful. And I will remember it when I pick my next appointment.
Exactly. Your blueprint should make it impossible to rely on memory or mood in those moments. Write it out. If any tool touches the floor, it goes straight to the dirty tray and is re-disinfected or replaced. That way, the decision is made in advance. No debate, no shortcut. Then we have the after phase. This is where a lot of spas get inconsistent because everyone is tired and the next client is waiting. Your checkpoints here? Dispose of single-use items immediately. Put used tools into a clearly labeled dirty container, not just left on the table. Wipe and disinfect surfaces with proper contact time, not a quick swipe. Reset the station fully so the next guest walks into the same standard, not a best-case version.
From the client side, I notice when you take that extra minute. If I see a tech or assistant actually clearing, wiping, and intentionally resetting between people, even if I have to wait 30 more seconds, I read that as they care about me. I'm never mad about waiting for cleanliness.
So your biosecurity blueprint is basically 3 lists: before, during, and after. It doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, simpler is better. Aim for 5 to 10 bullet points for each phase. Clear, specific, no fluff. This becomes the backbone of your hygiene training and your daily routine. All right, segment 3, light tech that supports your system without turning your spa into a lab. I want to be super clear here. This is not about buying expensive machines or certifications you don't need. This is about using the tools you already have to keep everyone consistent. Tool number 1, checklists. You can go digital or paper. A laminated card at each station with the before, during, after steps that techs can quickly glance at. Or a simple checklist in your booking system notes or staff app. The point isn't to babysit your team. It's to free up their brains so they don't have to remember every detail on a busy Saturday.
And as a client, seeing that little checklist at the station, it actually makes me feel like I'm in good hands. It screams organized and professional, not we don't trust our staff.
Tool number 2, timers. Basic, low-tech timers. You can use your phone, a smartwatch, or a tiny desk timer. This is great for disinfectant contact times. If a product needs 10 minutes, set the timer and move on to something else instead of guessing. When the timer goes off, you know the surface or tools have had the full time they need. Tool number 3, quick photo logs. This sounds fancy, but it can be as simple as snapping a daily photo of your disinfected tool setup, labeled containers, and clean stations. Put them in a shared album for your team or in a private staff chat. It creates a visual record that, 1, keeps everyone proud of their standards, and 2, helps you train new hires with real examples from your own space.
And from the outside, those same photos, when you choose to share a few on social media, turn into trust posts. Not boring technical stuff, but here's how we prep your tools every morning with a clean, beautifully staged shot. Clients love seeing behind the scenes when it's done clearly and confidently.
Exactly. Tech meets touch. You're not adding cold, clinical vibes. You're adding quiet structure around the care you already give. And again, none of this requires you to spend a lot. A shared notes app, a free checklist template, a $10 timer, you're good. Any optional upgrades like digital SOP platforms or fancier organizers can come later if they truly support your workflow. Segment 4, making cleanliness part of your brand. This is where it gets fun. Most spas hide their hygiene. I want you to gently show it off, not in a scary medical way, but as part of your luxury experience. Start with language. Instead of just saying, we're clean and sanitized, try phrases like, we follow a biosecurity blueprint for every visit, or each service includes a 3-step safety ritual: tool prep, in-service protection, and post-visit reset. That sounds intentional. It sounds designed.
And when a tech takes 10 seconds to explain it as they work, I'm opening a fresh file just for you. Or I'm disinfecting a station so everything's reset for your service. That tiny bit of narration is gold. It turns something invisible into a reassuring moment.
You can also make your blueprint literally visible. Frame a short version at the reception desk or at each station. Something like, your safety ritual. 1. Fresh tools every time. 2. Single-use files, never reused. 3. Medical-grade disinfectant between each guest. Short, clear, and displayed with pride. And yes, this absolutely belongs on your website and booking pages. A simple section called Our Cleanliness Promise, where you outline your 3-phase system before, during, after, makes you instantly stand out from the salons that only say, we're clean, we follow regulations. You're showing, not just telling.
From my side, when I'm choosing a new place, that page matters. If I see pretty pictures but zero mention of cleanliness or hygiene, I hesitate. If I see one paragraph explaining exactly how they keep me safe, I'm way more likely to click book now, and I feel better bringing my friends.
So, to recap your biosecurity blueprint: 1. Hygiene is not just a claim, it's a system. When you map it, you can train it, repeat it, and show it off. 2. Break every service into 3 phases: before, during, and after, and list 5 to 10 clear checkpoints for each. 3. Support your system with light tech, checklists, timers, and quick photo logs. No expensive gear required. 4. Make cleanliness a visible part of your brand story, from station signage to website copy to how you narrate your steps in real time.
And remember, when you do this, clients feel calmer. We stop scanning for what looks off and start focusing on how good it feels to be there. That's when we rebook, that's when we tip better, and that's when we tell everyone you have to try this place.
Let me leave you with one simple action step you can complete today. Pick just one station in your spa, maybe your busiest one. Create a single-page hygiene checklist for that station with 3 sections: before the client, during the service, after the client. Keep it short. Print it or write it neatly. Place it where the tech can see it and where clients can casually notice it too. Run with it for a week. Watch how much smoother it feels, how much less your team has to think about the basics, and how often clients start saying things like, I love how organized and clean you are. Nail it every time by turning your care into a system, not just a promise.
Here's what I think. When you invest in visible cleanliness, you're not just protecting clients, you're protecting your reputation. It's one of the quietest, strongest business moves you can make.
If this episode sparked some ideas for your spa, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive on where tech meets touch in your business. Forever Soundwaves is here every day to help you turn creativity into systems and systems into profit. Let's dive in and make your business shine. Stay curious, stay creative. Until next time, keep your nails and business thriving.